this was the poignant thought by which this event of Tech Abhivyakti was thought of. And you can well imagine what would have gone through. You all understand? You are the chosen 40 odd students out of 300 plus students. And I can see a few of my colleagues. Welcome, Dr. Aman. Welcome, Dr. What happens is that when we thought of doing this event, how to, zero in and create that funnel so that you can come out of it. And that is where our faculty colleagues helped us a lot. We went one step ahead and we started doing one extra lab session per week. Right? And that is where this idea started germinating within your labs. I'm sure you would have worked with your mentors, and slowly the things started coming out. And from there, like Harshdeep mentioned, top 2 per group, per class, and we had a group of 60 students, which was then proposed to increase, this is how it goes. And today we have top 6. So while you are here, enjoy the company, enjoy the good vibes. I see a lot of positivity in this room. And just imagine the seniority of the people who have come to see you guys, you being in your first year, you are freshmen. Normally, industry likes to look at people who are in their 3rd year, right? But you are in your first year. So this is something that you should cherish today, that you are sitting in this room with the Chief Technology Officer, with the founder, with the principal consultant, with technical team leads and consultants of various technology platforms. And if you follow all of them, their combined work experience in industry would be close to 110 years, right? So with that thought, I welcome Mr. Sandeep Rawat, Mr. Shankar Prasad Jha. Thank you so much, sir. I really like your blue jackets. You are looking perfect in those blue jackets. Thank you, Data Couch team. Thank you, Akanksha. Thank you, Aman. Thank you, Harshit. Harshit was a student in my classes few years ago, just like all of you. I'm really happy to see, and that is what I see in all of you. Meeting you someday, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years down the line, at judging an event of this kind, with a lot of strength in your shoulders and a lot of strength in you, right? So these are my major thoughts. I welcome all the participants also, and I would like you to give a thunderous applause to the organizing team straight away. Job that they do, all the time. And today your event is being casted live on YouTube. You all know that? How many of you know it? Okay, no, not many of you know it. So this event is going live on YouTube. So do follow that and make a buzz about it. Let's make Sandeep's presence, Shankar's presence, Akanksha's presence, Aman's presence, and Harsh's presence over here very, very famous, so that they never miss a chance to come back and meet you guys. And these are the people who are going to take us in turns also. So here you have the people in the room who are going to take you as interns. So you have your chance now, and you can visit. Then don't tell me, sir, हमारा number नहीं पड़ा. Okay? So this is how I see it. And with these thoughts, I welcome everyone once again. Thank you to the mentors who have come down. They have made it so special for us. And all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to call Mr. Sandeep Rawat to give some words of wisdom.
That matters to them. But if you look at life is not sprint. It is not one race that you have to run. It's ultimately a marathon, where every step, every lap that you perform, you may be behind in some laps, you may be ahead in some laps, but ultimately as a collective, you have to win that marathon, and which happens incrementally. So for example, I participate in marathon. So 2 years back, I was not able to run 100 meters. So when I started it, I just got tired, right? And after 2 years, I am able to run 10 kilometers. Next year, I have a target that I will run half marathon, that's 21 kilometers. So my point is that all these events, there are a lot of competitions that will come in your life, right? And you should give your 200% in those events. Winning and losing, it is one part of the game, but the most important part is that you should be judge of yourself. What I did right, what I missed. Next time when I get similar kind of opportunity, I should not make these mistakes, and I should do these things right. And that's what will make sure that over a period of time you will improve as a person, and definitely in longer run you will definitely succeed. So that's the piece of advice that I have for you guys. And with this, I would like to say thanks to everyone and best of luck. May the best be with you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I'd like to call Mr. Shankar Prasad Jha for some words of wisdom.
Guys, clap.
Morning, everybody. It's my privilege to be here in front of all of you. And as Sandeep said, I really want to congratulate all of you. In first year, you have done something which is worth being noticed. That itself is an achievement. And I want to all of you to clap for yourselves. Definitely, you got an opportunity. The college created a platform for you. Lot of you tried to put an effort, and some of you have come. And like Sandeep said, I also want to tell you that life is a continuum. So how many of you were told कि यार 10 में अच्छा नंबर ले आओ, life sort out हो जाएगा. उसके बाद कितने ने बोले यार +2 अच्छा कर लो, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. फिर कितने लोगों को बोला गया यार इंजीनियरिंग में जॉब ले आओ यार, बस सब फिर लाइफ सेट है. Actually कोई milestone life का end नहीं है, because we have to continue to live, right? So the life is a continuum, and you have to keep achieving something, and you cannot stop achieving because then life ends there. We have to become better every day, and if you keep this mantra in your mind forever, you will never feel the pressure of achieving success, but you will be achieving much more than anybody achieving around you. If you can keep becoming a little better than yesterday, that should be your goal. That am I becoming a little better than I was yesterday? If you can keep this in your mind and just keep doing what you do, you will become exceptionally successful, and you will not feel the pressure of achieving. A lot of people keep milestones in front of them, toil very hard, and either become very tired or they become very joyous about their success. Both of them are painful, by the way. Feeling tired will make you discouraged. You will be discouraged to achieve more. If you become very happy, then you will naturally not focus to become more. It is very important to remain focused on what you are doing rather than keep looking at the success line. Never look at the success line. There is no such line. As soon as you become successful, that becomes irrelevant. 10th में 95% number आ गया, वहीं आ जाए, मजा आ जाए. जिस दिन रिजल्ट आ जाता है, what do? You decide to sleep that. सोते हैं यार अच्छी तरह से. Immediately people start thinking about +2 में क्या करना है. अरे entrance का तैयारी करना है, ये करना है, वो करना है. Life is a continuum. The sooner you realize life is a continuum, the better you will be at achieving whatever you want to achieve. This is my first advice to all of you. Second advice to all of you is always try to do something which you like to do. Do not compare yourself with others. You do a lot of mistakes. Everybody has a very different path to success. अगर let's say आप let's say अगर भिंडी का पेड़ लगा रहे हैं, right? तो 3 महीने में भिंडी हो जाएगी. कोई आम का पेड़ लगा रहा है, कम से कम 5 साल लगेगा. अब आम का पेड़ वाला बोले अरे भिंडी बेचने लग गया, मेरा भी आम उग नहीं रहा है, तो फाड़ के फेंक के भिंडी लगाने लग गया. बट आम का पेड़ जब एक बार लग जाएगा, वो तो जिंदगी भर आम खिलाता रहेगा. भिंडी का पेड़ में तो एक ही बार भिंडी होगा, वो 3 महीने में खत्म भी हो जाएगा. अब if you start getting encouraged or discouraged by looking at somebody else and you do not know what is your path, you will lose your way. Always know what you are doing. It is very, very important to know what you are doing. Don't try to copy, emulate, compare notes, feel unhappy. I also do that, by the way. Sandeep keeps explaining to me, "Arey nahi, हमारा path कुछ और है." It is difficult to remain focused because people are taking shortcuts. So they are taking shortcuts and achieving smaller milestones in front of you which you have not achieved. But I am telling you, if you keep your path, in some time you will find that you are far ahead than people who are taking shortcuts. Remain focused. Remain very focused in your life in trying to achieve what you are achieving. You should be only focused on becoming better at what you are doing. Don't compare yourselves. And in some time, measurable amount of time, you will find that you are exceptionally ahead of people around you. But that takes time. It takes couple of years, sometimes couple of decades also. But if you remain focused on what you are doing and you remain honest to what you are doing, I am telling you there are very few people in this world who are focused on purpose more than anything else. Very few people are focused on purpose. पता नहीं मैं बहुत ज़्यादा इंग्लिश तो नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. Are you getting all? Are you getting all?
Yes, sir.
जो कर रहे हो उसको अच्छी तरह से करने वाले लोग बहुत कम है इस दुनिया में. जनरली लोग किसी और रीजन से वो कर रहे होते हैं जो वो कर रहे होते हैं, वो उसलिए नहीं कर रहे होते क्योंकि उनको वो करना ही. बहुत ही कम लोग वो कर रहे होते हैं जिनको वो करना ही है, इसलिए वो कर रहे हैं. एंड मोस्ट ऑफ टाइम ओनली दे आर सक्सेसफुल बिकॉज दे आर डूइंग समथिंग व्हिच दे वांट टू डू. सो प्लीज टेक दीज टू एडवाइस फ्रॉम मी. Life is a continuum. Do not try to measure yourself against very minor goals which are coming in front of you. Take longer vision of your life. Number one. Number two, remain focused on what you are doing and try to do what you are doing very well. Very, very, very well. It's very important. This is one of our core values, by the way, lead by focus. So, if you keep these two advices, you are very young individual. I feel very proud of all of you. In first year, you have done something. हमारे माइंड में तो होता था यार पढ़ लिए एग्जाम दे दी बहुत है. तो if you are doing this, your college is encouraging you to do it. It's really nice. We'll also see what you are doing, and as you said, if you are some of you impress us, we would like to work with you also. So I wish you a lot of good luck. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir. As for the rewards, it is 30,000 for the first team, 20,000 for the second team, and 10,000 for the third team. But no matter what happens, don't give up. And like Mr. Shankar sir said, stay focused. Stay focused in what you want to do, and stay focused in what you want to achieve in life. So now let's start with the event. Today's day is going to be divided into two sessions, and session 1 is going to start very, very soon. So let me set the stage for it. Session 1 will be a walkthrough evaluation of the top 16 teams, in which top 5 teams will be selected. And all the teams will be given 5 minutes to demonstrate their working projects. Thank you so much, and all the best for the event.
Just sitting on the table, ready with their body. Yes, Deepak, please बताओ. आपके पास सर कराओ ये बॉक्स में.
लाइन में चली हाँ चार्जिंग लाइन में चली बोला है ये लो नंबर लेना है एक बार दोबारा कॉल कर लो
पहले आउटफिट जो है वो समझाएंगे गेम क्या है हमारे उसके बाद कोई समझाएंगे
G5A sign detection using ML. Thank you so much. So now session 2 will start. Session 2 is a PPT pitching round in which now these top 6 teams will come forward and present their PPTs. 6 minutes will be given to each team. So all the best, believe in yourself, and let's see what happens. Thank you. I would like to call G24B, predicting life expectancy for a person.
उधर से होता पीछे
So first of all, a question: how many of you track your health on a regular basis? Like instead of going to the doctor after every 2 months when you have started facing the consequences, or going every week? Okay, so we had an idea. What if we could predict an individual's lifespan based on general everyday factors? It is a very difficult task as there are uncountable factors determining life expectancy. But what if we could take only a few handful factors of those for our predictions? It can help an individual get a clarity about his current health status. Okay, so making an individual aware about their current health status and providing a virtual environment to ease the journey of self-transformation and make it fun and exciting as well. That's our aim. Okay, did you know that by making a few changes in your habits, you can add years to your lifespan and improve your health and well-being? We propose you a platform. So we did countless of research papers, and here are a few of those from Google Scholar. These are the final parameters chosen after analyzing the research papers, after studying University of Pennsylvania's Wharton University's dataset, and after feature selection. There were around 25,000 samples taken after feature engineering. Now the implementation part. We followed the life cycle of a data science project, which involved acquiring data, doing feature engineering, feature selection, and then model building. For model building, we chose deep learning as our companion because we know just how adaptive it is. Here are our details. I'll just say quickly: sequential KRAS, batch memorization, 80 epochs, retroactivation function, 3 dense layers, each of 68 neurons, dynamic learning rate, Adam optimizer, and randomizer CV for selecting the best parameter. Here is tensor board for the visualization of our model training. And then there are the performance matrix. Here is a user interface. So because there is a login system, you can keep track of a person's past health records. So along with life expectancy, a health report is also generated which tracks, which compares your current health performance with your past health performances via interactive charts and statistics. Now over to Jatin.
In a health report, the person can tag with a doctor of his or her choice, where the doctor will give a health report due to which he can improve his or her lifestyle. This is the roadmap, how it actually works. The user tags with the doctor, the application reminds the user in every 1 to 2 weeks. Then the user provides the input, the application generates a health report. The health report is sent to the doctor to give a conclusion. If the user don't provide a health report, then the application will provide a notification to the doctor that he has crossed his or her deadline. Pass on to Karthik.
So now what could we do with our life expectancy prediction to make it better? By adding metaverse to it. Every user is going to have a personalized virtual health coach which can have smart conversations with them via NLP. NLP will be created using techniques of RNM like LSTM and GRU. Here is how the thing is going to look like. Because there is a tracking of past health records, the NLP will smartly analyze the behavior patterns of the person and will give him personalized suggestions. Same advice doesn't work for everyone. From that you can understand just how powerful this is going to be. Over to Jatin again.
Adding social media flavors. We have inspired by WhatsApp, Telegram and Discord, in which there are many groups which are focusing on the particular area like anti-smoking groups or anti-alcohol groups, where the many users are helping each other to improve their lifestyle. Now we add a chat server in which a person can chat with an unknown person or known person, which can connect many people together to talk with each other and help each other by chatting. Pass on to Karthik.
So the main aim is to increase motivation, like by helping each other out. And we also added a rating system in this. Like in coding platforms, we see there is a rating for every person, right? Based on their activities, how well they are performing. So because we have such a large amount of data, every person will have a rating, right? And here we can see how a person with a better rating is helping someone who wants to improve themselves. So improving them, adding a motivation factor, and work together to improve yourself. Now the implementation for tech stack, scikit-learn, Keras, NumPy, Pandas, Socket.io for real-time communication, Django for backend, and HTML, CSS, JavaScript for frontend. The virtual health coach is created using Unity Euphoria. Here are our code snippets. Now the future work, its future scope is really huge. For life expectancy, we plan on making it region specific. This means every region is going to have a unique model for prediction. As we know that different places have different kinds of people with different kinds of lifestyle. So this is going to be really impactful, and it has a huge business scope as well. Now, as we are going for making it region specific.
Guys, your time is up.
Can we just start with 10 seconds? As you can see, there is a virtual health coach, especially like a Punjabi avatar. We are going to have special avatars for every kind of person, and you can customize it to increase user activity, and also possibly make it in regional languages. And we're going to work on the rating system and add a streak system possibly. Like we know how popular it is, and there's a pool of scope on this. And about the business things, number one business way is by AdSense obviously, and the second one is by selling our models to business people, to health insurance companies, and the third one can be by making tie-ups with doctor with whom you are sharing your health report. So that's all from our side. Thank you.
More technical.
So we had raw data, and we created synthetic data using SMORE technique. It's available, its library is available, and feature engineering, feature selection, all those were really done using those libraries of sklearn. Model building, we really put a lot of effort into it, like choosing the parameters, using randomized search CV, really implementing it from ground level, right? Making those hidden layers and setting the epoch, setting the dynamic learning rate, right?
How do you make the data really real? Because see, this is as good as the data, right? Your complete idea is as good as the data you have. How do you make it real?
Because we didn't start our research for data from scratch, we got it from Wharton University of Pennsylvania. It's not that we completely copied, because they had lots of flaws in them too. Like some factors were really unnecessary. So using that and our research papers analysis and our feature selection also to check, okay, which features are affecting our prediction the most. We chose our parameters, and accordingly we did a lot of testing on it. When we started this as our normal assessment.
What is your model algorithm?
Regression, artificial neural network, ANN. When we first started, we just used a linear regression and point system. After that, we tried random search, random forest, but it was giving same values for all. We were hesitating to use ANN because initially our data set only had 1,000 rows, so it wouldn't be much helpful, because for deep learning you need a lot of data. Somehow when we were able to gather a lot of data, like around 60 to 70,000, and after feature engineering only 40,000 remained, then we applied.
So let's say if I improve my lifestyle, will the expectancy starting improving on the?
Yes, sir, definitely. Plus, it's going to track your past health record and show how much you are improving.
Okay, have you noticed anything regarding the gender, like life expectancy for female and male on the same parameters? Or anything that the person smokes or no smokers?
Regarding smoking and alcohol, we definitely saw. Regarding gender, it was vague, but we saw that our predictions were going really different when we are not including that parameter. So we chose to add that.
No, but definitely that is going to add, like female life expectancy rate is said to be more as compared to male. So have you noticed that in your data as well, or is it the same for males and females?
We might have earlier, when we first started, we did feature selection and making those charts and statistics. I don't remember the algorithm, and we must have seen some relation, like correlation matrix.
And then according to demographic as well, life expectancy is going to change a lot. So are you going to live in an urban city or in a rural city? That also makes a big, huge difference in your life expectancy.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's something which you can do.
That's why we are going for it to be region specific.
Yeah. Yes.
One suggestion I would have is that when you went to the PPT, you are primarily trying to value to and technological. You have some tech sort of architecture diagram or things like that. Give a little more weight on what you did. Because it's more like functional evaluation, functional PPT. Talking less about the tech might you could put behind making it. Although we don't have time, I would like to go through that. How you are planning to handle scalability? Because let's say you're saying that you will cover geographies, right? And then crossroad. How
So,
that scalability will be?
So I actually contacted an NLU professor. A friend of mine is an NLU, Sonipal. So I contacted a professor of his, asked for what are the laws for data acquisition from local hospitals and all. So they said that of course laws in India are really strict. But in America, like places, you can do that. But for India, if you want a sample of data, you'll have to go through some really legal procedures. What he told me is like there are health organizations, government hospitals where there is also a training camp, and in that training camp they are using that data from their hospitals, whatever they are receiving. So they said that we can make a partnership from there and acquire the data.
That's one aspect, that how you will acquire data. Ultimately, the solution that you are building, ultimately that solution has to ingest that data. It has to do that processing. So let's say right now the solution that you are building, probably the base data is very low, right? But let's say when you say that, okay, I will cover complete India or complete world, then the data that you would be investing, that would be too much. Now, will your solution will be able to scale it up? How, have you thought about it?
Yes, sir, we thought a lot. We'll start with basic cities, like we'll start with Chandigarh, Punjab. So, thank you.
So now due to some PPT issues, G23A Fitter Health will be shifted down the order to the last team. Now I would like to call G4A Game Island.
Guys, clapping, yaar.
Hello everyone, my name is Arshan and here are my teammates Aryan Singh and Aryan Kaushal. We are here to present our project that is Game Island, which comprises of many games compiled in a single application. So let me give you a brief overview about our application. We have compiled over 4,900 lines of code with a minimalistic and user-friendly GUI. We have stored our data on the Firebase that is updated on real time, and we have added a ML model in our project. So let us discuss about the problem that our project aims to solve. The first problem we have is stress and anxiety, which leads to the lack of concentration and bad mental health. And the second problem we have is lack of grey matter, which causes lack of muscle control and memory loss issues. Now let us move towards the solution of these problems. First of all, we have all games compiled in a single app, and this app is user friendly and not so complicated, so that user can use it with ease. Now let me introduce you all the roadmap about app drawer. Here user has to sign up with their email ID, and this email will be verified by OTP, and after creating a password that matches our criteria, the user will be dropped the app drawer. But if he has an account on our Game Island, then user can sign in too, and we have also forgot password option for them. So this is our app drawer. You can see we have 6 games in this, and we also have a graph button in this, in which we are showing user playing patterns using ML model. And in the profile button, user can see their game statistics, recent 7 game statistics, which is uploaded on Firebase on the real time. You can see that we have data user wise, and inside user we have game wise data, and we are also tracking their logging and logout time. So here is our first game, that is IT Flex. In this game you will see a keyboard on your screen, and this keyboard will be highlighted, and you have to press that key on your keyboard, and this game will help you to increase your reflexes. These are the code snippets of our game. Here is the workflow, and this is the GUI of our game. So let us move towards our next game, which is shafting. In this game, the player has to move from 100 to 1 and pass through shafts to win this game. If the player lands on the shaft, then he or she will be redirected to the random position on the board. Here is the snippets of the code, the workflow of the game, and the GUI of the game. Our next game is Flyaway. This is a 2D animated game in which the UFO has to pass through a shower of meteoroids, in which you have to score as much as possible. Here are some code snippets of the code. Here is the workflow that how we proceed in the game. Next are the GUI windows. Here are some other games that our game includes, and we are planning to add some more in the future.
Now let me tell you all that we have added some new features from after the recent event. The first one is time limit. We have introduced a 60-minute maximum time limit to our game island so that the user can utilize this app instead of exploiting it. And the next one is ML model. In this, the user can see their 7 days, upcoming 7 days forecast, which is based on the track data of their recent 15 days. Here is the result window. You can see this ML model shows recent 15-day actual data of the user that the user spends on our app and forecasts 7-day upcoming data using Halt's model.
So talking about the future scope, we have a bunch of future scope that we are going to add in the future. First is that we can integrate this app into a mobile application that will access more users to Play Store and App Store. Secondly, we will be adding some new games that will be focusing on developing a personality. And next is the mindful sessions, in which we can work with some doctors or psychologists, in which they will be motivating the players and help them release their stress and anxiety. Next is the chat room, where we will build our game island community, in which the users can share their problems and solve each other. Here are the references that we have used, different types of modules that we have used, and thank you. Thank you everyone.
Actually, tell me one thing. So you have, this is a desktop app, right? Then you have done analysis that how many users at this point of time plays desktop app or mobile app or PS3, PS5, and how much user you will cover with your app or with this application. Because ultimately it has to generate money, right? But then how many people will use it?
Sir, definitely, as you are talking about PS5, I think that जब PS5 launch हुआ था तो there was a craze and बहुत सारी boom sales हुई थी. Definitely, comparatively कम है mobile app से because of some many shooting games that have arrived, but still you can see there are so many games that are being played on desktop. Like you say that Valorant, CS:GO, that have a huge scope in esports, and there are many events that are being organized of crores of prize money. So that attracts.
What about your app? Well, it's a desktop app, right? I have not, of late I have not seen a lot of people playing desktop app. Primarily more Achha, have you calculated cost? So for example, you are using Firebase, right?
Yes.
Maybe at small scale this is fine, but as soon as you get a scale, then what would be the ROI on top of your app?
Sir, only very less amount. I think so. It is $30 for air to get some extra storage at the Firebase. So that will be a good ROI if we use just AdSense on our application.
Launch this at scale and using the Firebase, that's going to be a huge. That's really not easy.
Yes, we know that, but we started as a project, but we came till here, and that's a very good opportunity for us.
Yeah, that definitely that's something really hard.
Yes, sir?
Currently you are using like अभी आप क्या करो अभी आप इसकी कुछ टाइम स्लॉट के बाद स्कोर कार्ड बुक कर दो
No, sir.
ट्रेन कर दो
No, sir.
वो रियल टाइम में अपडेट होगा, रियल टाइम में अपडेट होगा। जैसे ही आप लॉगिन करोगे तो फायरबेस पे आपका आ जाएगा स्टार्ट डाटा कि आपने लॉगिन किया, रियल टाइम में अपडेट होगा। डेटा एनालिसिस में वो सेम टाइम पे जैसे आपने कोई गेम खेली, आप जैसे ही उस गेम को बंद करते हो, मतलब जैसे ही आपका स्कोर आ गया, उसी टाइम पे आपके डैशबोर्ड में स्टैट्स वाले कॉर्नर पे अपडेट हो जाता है। यस, दैट्स द benefit of using real time, that user can see his previous score as such.
Thank you so much. Now I would like to call G10A, computer assistant accessible through voice.
Good afternoon, everyone. We have created Maxi, a computer assistant that is accessible through voice and text. So here we have the introduction. Input. Maxi takes input in the form of voice or text. It processes the commands that can range from anything that is a web command or is an internal command. It could be tell me a joke or open the internal files that are existing on your system. Third is the output. Maxi does it all at just one click. It is in the form of opening the command or doing anything. Next is the problem statement. Why we have created Maxi. The existing assistants in the market require a special app or operating system. Second, the offline access. The current assistants do not enable the users to be enabled in the offline mode. Third, open source. Except for Cortana, Google Assistant and Siri are not available as open source assistants. Last is the commands limitation. There are many commands that Google Assistant, Siri and Cortana cannot execute, but our Maxi can execute them for you. This is the literature review that we have shown here as comparative study of the computer assistants that are existing in the market. The many commands, for example, the capturing of screenshots, regulation of brightness, attendance system, mathematical calculation, and the most useful, that is sending emails directly, is not existing in the Cortana Google Assistant, which our Maxi can do it for you. As we have seen for Siri and Maxi, we see that Siri is not open source, however, Maxi is open source. Another point is that Siri cannot work offline, but our Maxi can do that for you. It can work offline as well. The aims and objective is to make it independent for both online and offline modes. Second, to make it open source. Third, that it is a novel software system that can be added in any operating system. Last is the addition of special features, like we have added the automated AI attendance system, which can be added, more features like that can be added in our Maxi. This is the solution for Maxi. When the user gives the input from 100 to 120 Hz of voice, it goes to the system, and if the command exists, it says it goes to the web or to the local system to execute the command. Otherwise, it says that I don't understand. This is the design flow. It start, it takes the input in the form of voice or text. If the command exists, it goes to search the command. Otherwise, it tells you to check your connection again, or it says that it doesn't understand. This is the system information. We have developed Maxi on a Realme laptop, which is an 11th generation Intel i3 core processor. These are some of the results that we have shown. The input and the output is clearly specified in this slide. We played a sad song on YouTube, and this is the result. This is for weather in Delhi. This is another result for opening the temporary files on the computer. And this is to open the camera on your computer. These are some of the commands that we executed, which are both global and local. Global were the commands that were executed on web, and local were the commands that were executed offline on the computer system. These are some more commands. The special feature that we have added in Maxi is the automated AI attendance system. You just have to enter the names in the Excel sheet. It will take input of the voice from the student. If the student is present and says present, then it will be marked as present, otherwise absent. Significance. This is by far one of the most important things for why we have created Maxi. First, it is the automated attendance system eliminating the need to do more hard work. Second, it is easy to access and increases the interaction between human and the machine interaction. Third, it is the best service for the differently abled and the elderly. For people who are blind and cannot type easily, this system will be of rescue for them. Next is bridging the gap between technology and the aged. So we have seen that many elderly people do not work on the systems because of the fear of advancement. But if they can do everything at the cost of their own voice, it will be really easy for them to access the systems. Second, sir, is technology. This Maxi that we have created is a novel approach and is not existing in many operating systems like Microsoft, Apple, or even Linux. So, sir, this can be a novel approach and it is overcoming the shortcomings of the current operating systems. Future work. So our future work is oriented at developing an application for iOS and Linux. Second is to incorporate machine learning database. Third is to develop our own voice recognition system because currently we are using the voice recognition of Google. Because we do not have the access to the ASH key that requires a fund or a company to set up to create our own voice recognition system. Fourth is, sir, that special features like the attendance system or as per convenience can be added. Conclusion. Maxi is a computer assistant that is simply developed on Python by using its library functions and some AI technology. Maxi has overcome the limitations of the existing computer assistants to push it and emerge by far the finest assistant in the industry. It showcases ease, interactivity, and efficiency. And last is, sir, that it is implemented and is tested with a novel approach. The current scenario or the current world revolves around AI, and this is the assistant that is solving every problem for you.
सर मैं कुछ वीडियो बनाया हूँ जो कैसे वर्क कर रहा है, मैं क्या कमांड दे रहा हूँ, कैसे ओपन कर रहा है, वो वीडियो बनाया हूँ, अटेंडेंस कैसे ले रहा है बच्चों को, वो वीडियो बनाया हूँ। थोड़ा अगर इजाज़त हो तो पहले लिंक सर इसमें है पीपीटी का, ये सर लिंक
Please just click on Maxi video.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yes. So this is a desktop app, right?
So yes, sir. This is a desktop.
So let's say everybody starts using it.
Yes, sir.
And then you will be releasing multiple versions of it.
Yes, sir.
So how you are planning to handle releasing those versions to your customers?
Sir, we have just created it on Python. The Python code is available on GitHub, though it is just available for us right now. But we will just update the code on GitHub, then again release the version. Sir, at present we do not have the capability or the thing to do that what you're asking.
Tell me anything.
Tell me how may I help you? Listening start.
Weather in Rajpura.
Weather is, clouds temperature is, 21 degrees Celsius description is, Overcast cloud's name. Rajpura code is 200. Listening start.
India Pakistan match.
Here are some results. Listening start.
I am Sayandeep Pata in Hindi.
In Hindi.
Now I am trying to take attendance through Maxi.
Lalit Kumar Yadav.
Present, sir. Present, sir. Yes, sir.
Rahul Yadav.
Present, sir.
Lalit Jindal.
Absent. Now I am going to check attendance whether it is done or not.
I have another question. So, essentially, this Maxi, what is doing, it will be a certain set of commands, right?
Yes, sir.
And when you install Maxi, it will search those commands and then
Yes,
it will
sir.
execute it.
Yes.
Now, let's say, as you move forward, you have to add more commands.
Yes, sir.
And your product is already installed at multiple places, right?
Yes, sir.
So now, how you will add those commands to all your customer system? Because essentially, those commands has to be added there, right?
So that is the thing that currently we are having this on our systems. So if we have the capability and the guidance to do that, we can do it on other systems as well.
And how much time and effort is needed to add, let's say, one more command?
Sir, it doesn't require much time. Sir, it's just if-else statements that are being used on our computers. Sir, it just takes 5 to 10 minutes to add another command.
But obviously you have to do implementation of that as well, right? It's not
Yes,
only
sir.
about adding commands.
Yes, sir. Sir, but it does not take much time to implement that.
And then can you control that, okay, for this installation I will allow these commands for these?
Yes, sir, we can control that.
And how you can do that?
So it's just if-else statements that are used in that. If we give the commands that these are the keywords that need to be given for this particular command, so only those
No,
keywords will be used.
I'm saying that, let's say you have a super set of 100 commands, right?
Yes, sir.
Now let's say when you give your solution to me,
Yes,
you will
sir.
say that, okay, to Sandeep I will only provide 50 commands.
Okay,
He will
sir.
not have functionality of 50 commands because let's say I'm not a premium user.
Yes, sir.
So do you have that?
Sir, at present, I do not have the exact idea for what you're asking. I'll surely answer your question and get back to you once I find the answer.
I want to say that you had good presentation. Well prepared. But again, the technical details are not there.
Yes, sir.
And some facts which you have presented in the PPT may not be accurate. You should be little more accurate.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much for your question.
So I will do that.
Thank you, sir.
Adding, so it's basically opening the application, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I just give it the command? Okay, just give me the answer of 2 plus 2.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It can do all the mathematical calculations. It can do everything that you said. Any mathematical calculations.
Is there any format in which you want the command to be given or is it randomly?
Ma'am, you can randomly give the command and it will solve for you. Yes, sir.
Basically, give me the result on the Google or what? No, but only use Google recognition. Otherwise, everything is
head tool using RTDBMS. Clapping.
एक्चुअली करता क्या है कि आपका जो डेटा होता है एनक्रिप्ट करता है, राइट? एंड एनक्रिप्शन डिक्रिप्शन जैसा हम सभी को पता है, लाइक जब भी आप फेसबुक पर लॉगिन करते हैं या फिर आप इंस्टाग्राम पर लॉगिन करते हैं, तो जो आपका पासवर्ड होता है वो सर्वर पे एनक्रिप्ट होकर स्टोर होता है, वो डायरेक्टली वहाँ पर स्टोर नहीं हो सकता। लेकिन अगर सर्वर हैक होता है तो आपके पासवर्ड को खतरा रह सकता है। तो क्या करते हैं यहाँ पे ये एक्चुअली क्या करता है, एनक्रिप्शन डिक्रिप्शन दोनों काम एक साथ
माइक में बोल, माइक में बोल, माइक में तुम ओपन कर लो, एडजस्ट कर लो।
एक्चुअली ये टूल क्या करता है यहाँ पे, एनक्रिप्शन डिक्रिप्शन दोनों करता है। एंड एक बार बात करें इसकी वर्किंग की, एक्चुअली आपसे यूजर से टेक्स्ट लेगा इनपुट एंड उसका एक एनक्रिप्टेड टोकन बना के दे देगा आपको, और उस टोकन को आप दोबारा सेम एल्गोरिथम जो हमने लिखी हुई है उससे आप उसे डिक्रिप्ट कर सकते हैं। एंड देन अगर आप देखेंगे ये एल्गोरिथम है, यहाँ पे आपने टेक्स्ट इनपुट किया एंड देन उसका आपको नीचे टोकन फॉर्म होकर नीचे मिल जाएगा। एंड देन अगर आप देखेंगे यहाँ पे, अगर आपको डिक्रिप्ट करना है, सेम टोकन आपने यूज़ किया तो आपको उसका वहाँ पे नीचे आउटपुट मिल गया जो कि ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट था। हाउ इट वर्क्स बिहाइंड द सीन्स, एक्चुअली पहले टोकन जाता है एल्गोरिथम के पास, एल्गोरिथम क्या करता है उसका एक की वैल्यू पेयर जनरेट कर देता है एंड उस की वैल्यू पेयर को हम अपने सर्वर पे स्टोर करते हैं। वो की वैल्यू पेयर सर्वर पे एक पर्टिकुलर एड्रेस पे स्टोर होता है एंड वो एड्रेस वहाँ पे उसे पॉइंट कर रहा होता है कि हाँ यार ये इसी टोकन का की वैल्यू पेयर है, जो कि वो डेटा टोकन के अंदर रहता है। एंड जब डिक्रिप्शन की बारी आती है तो वो जो टोकन होता है वो सर्वर के पास जाता है एंड कहता है मेरा ये एड्रेस है, मुझे इसे डिक्रिप्ट करना है, तो टोकन उसे वो की वैल्यू पर प्रोवाइड, सर्वर से की वैल्यू पर प्रोवाइड करना टोकन में, देन डेटा डिक्रिप्ट हो जाता है। हमने क्या किया, अगर इसे अगर हमें लास्ट केस में इसे यूज़ करना है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल के अगर आप किसी बंदे को इसे अपने ऐप में इम्प्लीमेंट करना है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन मैसेजिंग ऐप, और आप इसे कह सकते हैं कि ऑथेंटिकेशन में इसे यूज़ करना है, कुछ भी अगर आपको इसे एनक्रिप्शन डिक्रिप्शन पे आपको यूज़ करना है, हमने कहते हैं एक API बना दी है जो कि आपको अलाउ करेगी आप इस API को यूज़ करके अपना डेटा एनक्रिप्ट और डिक्रिप्ट कर सकते हैं। हमने सभी फिलहाल रेपेलिट एक ऑनलाइन सर्वर है जो कि 24/7 ऑन रहता है, वहाँ पर हमने होस्ट कर रखा है। दिस इज द मेथड हाउ कैन यू यूज द API। तो आपके पास ऊपर एनक्रिप्ट का वो लिंक दे रखा है, आपने ये यूज़ करना है अपनी API के साथ JSON फॉर्मेट में आप इसे यूज़ करेंगे एंड इस लिंक का यूज़ करके आप नीचे जो फॉर्मेट देगा उसमें आपको पोस्ट करनी है, JSON API यूज़ करके आपको पोस्ट करना है डेटा इस लिंक पे एंड देन वो आपको रिस्पॉन्स में एनक्रिप्टेड डेटा देगा। जब आपको डिक्रिप्ट करना होगा डेटा तो आपको सेम एक दूसरे लिंक पे जाना है, वहाँ पे दोबारा पोस्ट मेथड यूज़ करना है एंड देन JSON API वहाँ पे रिस्पॉन्स में आपको ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट दे देगा। इसकी खासियत ये कि अगर एक बार टोकन अगर आपका डिक्रिप्ट हो जाता तो दोबारा वो डिक्रिप्ट नहीं हो सकता एंड हर बार जो भी टोकन एंड की वैल्यू पेयर में अलग जनरेट होगी तो ये एनक्रिप्टेड रहेगा डेटा। As you can see, this is the working. यहाँ पे मैंने दिखा रखा है पोस्टमैन एक टूल है, उसको कैसे से यूज़ कर रखा है, पोस्ट मेथड का यूज़ करके हमने डिक्रिप्शन एंड एनक्रिप्शन कैसे यूज़ किया है। वीडियो चल रही है।
बैक
ऊपर वाली यहाँ पे हमने पोस्ट मेथड का यूज़ किया है एंड वहाँ पे जैसे आप पोस्ट करेंगे तो आपको रिस्पॉन्स में नीचे जो वो है आपका टोकन मिल जाएगा। सेम वही पोस्ट मेथड यूज़ करना है लेकिन दूसरे लिंक पे यूज़ करना है, उसको पोस्ट मेथड का यूज़ करके आपको डिक्रिप्टेड जो भी आपका ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट वो मिल जाएगा।
पासवर्ड अगर करूँ तो पासवर्ड
सर न्यू कीवर्ड लाइक जैसे आपका हैशटैग हो गया एंड एक दो कीवर्ड ऐसे रहते हैं जो कि शायद अभी इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं कर सकता लेकिन इन फ्यूचर हम इम्प्लीमेंट कर देंगे उसे दूसरे लैंग्वेज में जैसे टोकन कन्वर्ट हुआ API से एंड उस टोकन में QR कोड बनाना है। जब हम इसे डिक्रिप्ट करेंगे लाइक टोकन अगर हम स्कैन करते हैं QR कोड को तो आपका यहाँ टोकन आ जाता है। अगर मान लीजिए अगर आपको कोई QR कोड पब्लिकली लगाना है पर आप चाहते ही नहीं कि बिना जो ऑथराइज बंदे नहीं है उस लाइक QR कोड का डेटा एक्सेस ना कर पाए, हमने क्या किया इसे एन्क्रिप्ट कर दिया। अब QR कोड जिसके पास एक पर्टिकुलर ऐप होगा डिक्रिप्ट करने के लिए वही QR कोड को स्कैन करके उसे डिक्रिप्ट कर सकता है। कोई और बंदा अपने फोन से इसे एक्सेस करना चाहेगा उसे ये टोकन मिलेगा और उस टोकन से इसे काम कर ही रहेगा।
ये तो वन टाइम जनरेट है ना आपने बोला, तो अगर मैं इस QR कोड को 10 टाइम्स स्कैन करूँगी तो एवरी 10 टाइम्स इट इज गोइंग टू बी द सेम
अगर आपने लाइक आपका टेक्स्ट हेलो वर्ल्ड है, उनका हेलो वर्ल्ड है, 10 लोगों ने हेलो वर्ल्ड सेम टेक्स्ट यूज किया।
Let's say what you are saying is if I save a password, ask to encrypt, you'll encrypt it, but when I ask you to decrypt, you will delete the content in your system, right?
No, it will not delete. पहले वो जब आपको डिक्रिप्ट करना होगा ना, पहले आप उसे डिक्रिप्ट करेंगे। जब वो डिक्रिप्ट हो जाएगा तो वो हमारे सर्वर से जो भी डेटा लाइक आप जहाँ देख सकते हैं कि वैल्यू पेयर से जो एड्रेस है तब डिलीट, एक बार डिक्रिप्ट होने के बाद डिलीट होगा।
उसका मतलब एक ही बार डिक्रिप्ट कर सकते हैं।
एग्जैक्टली।
बट ऑथेंटिकेशन करने के लिए तो बार-बार मुझे लॉगिन तो मैं बार-बार करूँगा।
एग्जैक्टली।
तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा।
हाँ, उसके लिए हमें एक एडिशनल एल्गोरिथम बनाना पड़ेगा, इसके लिए उसे एक्सटेंड करना पड़ेगा।
तो हमें डिलीट क्यों करना पड़ता है? डिलीट नहीं करोगे तो क्या होगा?
जब हम मैसेजिंग ऐप में इसे इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे तो हमें डिलीट करना पड़ेगा।
मान लो डिलीट नहीं करेंगे तो क्या होगा?
डिलीट नहीं करेंगे तो अगर मान लीजिए फॉर एग्जांपल के लिए मैं एक डेटा A से लेकर B में ट्रांसफर कर रहा हूँ, अगर वो ट्रांसफर बीच में अगर मान लीजिए अगर मुझे पता करना है कि यार क्या पता बीच में किसी बंदे ने क्या पता डिक्रिप्ट कर लिया हो, तो मुझे पता लगेगा कि दोबारा वो डिक्रिप्ट होने नहीं वाला, मुझे डेटा मुझे आगे डेटा दिखाना नहीं किसी को।
In that case, then your QR code is not going to work. You understand? QR code नहीं वर्क करेगा। आप एक बार उसको जनरेट कर रहे हो एंड एक बार किसी ने उसको स्कैन कर लिया, डिक्रिप्ट कर दिया, इज इट नॉट गोइंग?
हमें उसे इंप्लीमेंट करना पड़ेगा। लाइक जहाँ पे मैंने अभी QR कोड आपको दिखाया है,
सपोज यूजर वन ने डिक्रिप्ट कर दिया आपका, देन यूजर टू जब उसको ट्राई करेगा तब तो उसको शो नहीं होगा ना।
एक्चुअली वो डिपेंड करता है कि ऑथराइज्ड यूजर है कि नहीं।
अगर दो ऑथराइज्ड यूजर एक्सेस कर लेगा तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा।
जी,
ये प्रॉब्लम है।
जी यस। और सर जैसे मान लीजिए इसके लाइक जो इम्प्लीमेंटेशंस है थोड़ा डिफरेंट है बाकी एल्गोरिथम से, जहाँ पे हम यहाँ पे लाइक पासवर्ड को जैसे
that we understood, but the difference is causing this problem also,
Yes,
which we'll have to solve.
और अगर बाई चांस बहुत लंबा टेक्स्ट हो, 100 और 200 वर्ड्स का टेक्स्ट हो, क्योंकि टेक्स्ट की लिमिट होती है,
टेक्स्ट की लिमिट होती है सर। वी विल यूज इट सर्वर, वी विल ट्राई एंड ट्राई वेरियस मेथड्स।
So आपका जो ये encrypted text generate हो रहा है, does it has some limitation in terms of
भाई टाइम खत्म हो गया आपका।
number of characters या कितने generate होगा? माना hello world आपने लिखा, तो let's suppose 15 का उसने generate
अभी
किया।
हम फायरबेस यूज करें तो वहाँ पे ऐसे कोई लिमिटेशन दे ही नहीं है।
Randomly वो it could be n length,
जितना आपको फायरबेस प्रोवाइड करता है कि इन फ्यूचर हम अपने खुद के सर्वर से जो काम करेंगे शायद हम डिफाइन कर पाएंगे। वो आर्किटेक्चर पे भी डिपेंड करता है सर्वर का आर्किटेक्चर क्या है।
so that entirely right now depending on the requirement that we have it customized. आपने एनालिसिस किया है इसको किसी और मतलब एल्गोरिथम से जो करंटली रनिंग है, हाउ इज परफॉर्म?
डिफरेंट लाइक इफ यू से एल्गोरिथम जो मार्केट में एल्गोरिथम अवेलेबल है SSH 2512 वो वन वे एन्क्रिप्शन करते हैं, वो डिक्रिप्ट नहीं हो सकता। हमने यूज करते हैं ऑथेंटिकेशन के लिए। लाइक अगर हमें
अगर आपको जो कोड है वो बेसिकली अगर वो कहीं और प्लेटफॉर्म पे डालना हो उसको डिक्रिप्ट करो, कैन आई रीड तो
नो लाइक क्या आप ये चाह रहे हैं कि अगर आपने वो चीज़ सिर्फ कहीं और यूज करी?
See, I want to tell you that you have tried to do something new. You get credit for that. No doubt about it. That is why you are here. But one thing which I want to give you a suggestion. See, you are doing a deep tech solution. This is not like people are trying to solve problems around life. You are trying to solve problems around technology. When you do that, your responsibility becomes much more. So you have to do a lot of analysis on what people have already done. We don't want to reinvent the wheel. So that is the first thing which you should have done, by the way. Because you may have a novel idea, that's a good thing, but is it really novel? Have people not already thought about it a lot? That is one thing which you have to do. I'm not discouraging you, I'm encouraging you. You should do this, but you should do this with a lot of research. So maybe today you will not succeed, but this could be a great idea. Go and do research. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
So you need to understand that API tokens कैसे work करते हैं, KMS कैसे work करते हैं, key management systems कैसे work करते हैं. Because now, right now, it's not regarding the decryption and encryption. Even keys are decrypted and encrypted in the servers. तो आपने एक बार ताला लगा दिया, key को save करने के लिए भी आप उसको encrypt कर सकते हैं. So that's many ways which are common. So try to again understand that and come up with many great ways.
Now I would like to call G5A, sign language detection using ML. So a feedback form is shared on Discord and I request all of you to fill it as quickly as possible.
This is the problem it's aiming to solve. This is the problem I'm aiming to solve. As you can see in the world now, there is so many amount of population who are deaf, who are differently able or specially able and not. Who are differently able I would call. As Asia talks in that more along with it. The bridge between communication between normal people and especially when people can't speak due to any reason is huge and we need to rectify that problem. Sign language recognition systems come in play here. These systems that exist today are limited in their accuracy and ability to adapt to different sign languages. They are only limited to a different category as you can categorize them into American sign language or Indian sign language, which are very diverse. Indian sign languages can be overlaid with American sign languages systems. And the cost for a human sign language translator is very limited. The objective of this project is to identify the symbolic expressions and gestures to image processing and gap, the communication gap between the normal person and the visual impaired person. What my solution would be to create a machine learning program which helps to translate those things. I analyzed over 15,000 images of my own hand of American Sign Language and then classified them into 11 different classes, each pertaining to a different element. All the images will be sized to a 300 by 300 pixel model so that the aspect ratio is uniform, that is 1. Python libraries which I use are computer vision for image processing tasks, media file for my unique 21 landmark system which I will explain in a bit, and time modules to keep track of what the time is. This is my working gateway of the project. First of all, we initialize the project with data collection part. My project is divided into two parts. The first part is the one which needs to be done only once, which I have done by myself. And the second part is the input part. First of all, we collect the data in the data collection part with the key S press that will start taking images of our own hands. And then we would upload them to a Google feature machine. I use that because I didn't have much computational power. Google offers a great way to do that. The images then undergo through a neural network which was 53 layers deep. I specifically use the mobile and V2 architecture of the CNN, which is very, very efficient in smaller systems which uses less computational powers. After the training is done, then I have told you all the sectors.
Can you repeat this part? What you were saying small?
I use the specific architecture which is mobile and V2 of the CNN, or mobile and V2 is itself developed by Google itself, and which its specification is it is also 53 layers deep and it uses very less computational power which maximizes the efficiency and also the latency. This reduces the latency by machine. After the training is done, this part, which is the part 1 of my project, this is not an important part. You have to do it again and again. I did it for myself. Then we upload that model in the second part, and then we give the end product. This is the main diverse part of my code. As you can see in the part, I've divided the aspect ratio to 1, but in that very code itself, I've created a 21 landmark system. I've divided the hand into 21 landmarks, which would 5 would be for the thumb and 4 would be for the each. Then those images would be captured, and the aspect ratio would be crossed, and then they would be converted to grayscale, and then they would be cross-referenced by the model itself. These are some of the training cases which I have done. I've also trained the cases with my 21 landmark scheme so that the accuracy is better. The program does all the deep neural network work behind the scenes for a user-friendly experience. From capturing the video to displaying the alphabet, from cross-referencing to the classifier, the program does everything. Moreover, the program can also be personally trained to got personal signs which are not in any language convention. The limitation of the project which I have observed is that the hand needs to be kept at a certain distance, but that distance is not in a particular numeric value. You can keep it as far and as close as you want, as until the sign comes between the screen. It requires 3 by 300 pixel as a minimum requirements for the sign to be captured. For the integration, the data collection part of my code does work fine, but I have also thought of integrating more signs to my project. The program will undergo more training to detect more signs with sentence formation features also. This is all the essence of my project. The adequate training which I have given in the program is perfectly able to predict the different signs which is high accuracy. The work in progress portion of my code may be a bit buggy, but that does not hinder the performance at all. Text-to-speak APIs and other deep neural packages in MediaPipe library which I have used offers great opportunities for further exploration. As I want to invent a further neural network within my system so that it learns itself from the input which the user is giving it. The code is tailor-made to fit the needs of the users with the scope of further improvements, and there is no threat to the security of its integrity. These are my references. I invite any questions.
We have shown one aspect of your application that is basically it will learn different science, right? But ultimately, when you take a full-blown solution, how your equation will work out, how it will work out, what will be the architecture of that?
Right now, I have trained my model on 83 reports. That is, I've made the program learn the data set of 15,000 80 times itself. What I plan to do is I want to put my data set in the cloud, and with that subsequent convolutional neural network which I will embed, the input signs will also be uploaded to that very cloud, and the newer part, the next user which comes, will be cross-referenced to those images also.
So when you say processing will happen on cloud?
Yes, exactly. No computational power will be used of that very machine.
What will happen? What will happen for the network latency? So let's say ultimately what will happen that first the information will be captured on my local system. So something needs to be done. Then that huge amount of data will be shipped to cloud. Then the processing will be done there, and then result will be sent back. Do you feel that? Do you think that that will be a real-time experience for the user if we do it like that?
That is an optional thing. The data which I am calling from the cloud in the future would be just the predictions and not the images itself to the local machine to cross-reference.
But where the processing will happen. So for example, when I'm making this symbol, now the processing of this symbol, where it will happen? Will it happen on cloud or on my local machine?
that will happen on the cloud itself. The image which is taken of your image, of your site, will be put to the cloud. Then the computation will be happening.
What he is trying to suggest, you have to understand, is that this whole imagery has to be pushed to cloud. That is a very costly operation to do.
That has to be done once only.
No, like while I am doing my science and you are trying to interpret
That is not very hard task to do because the images are pixeled down. They are converted into grayscale. So that it's not.
and then sent. So the footprint will be very small, is it? Exactly.
Due to the conversion into grayscale. What would be the size of an image? 3 to 10 pixels. No, in how many bytes, KB, after it is converted into grayscale, that's when it will be converted. It will be into KBs. Picture, group of pictures, let's say 10 pictures, because I have set the frame rate to a high amount. A group of 10 pictures, it will be around 0.1 KB.
Typically, I have seen that images are not there, but he's converting to grayscale. You can even convert it into the actual metadata, which you can then that will be carried out. That is also optimized. Your PPT was very well done.
And finally, I would like to call G24A Fit and Health.
हेलो एवरीवन गाइस, हेलो एवरीवन। लास्ट परफॉर्मेंस है हमारी, तो थोड़ा एक ओपनिंग क्वेश्चन मैं आप सबको देता हूँ। आप में से कितने लोग यहाँ पे फिट होना चाहते हैं? एवरीवन राइट, फिट तो सब होना चाहते हैं। फॉलो अप क्वेश्चन ये है कि आप में से कितने लोग इस टाइम अपनी हेल्थी स्टेट पे है? नो वन, आई डोंट थिंक एनीवन वुड एग्री। दैट इज सो दैट्स अमेजिंग राइट। पर एक स्कोप ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट हमेशा रहती है, पर हर कोई वो अचीव नहीं कर पाता। इतने सारे फिटनेस हेल्थ ऐप्स होने के बाद भी यहाँ पे हमारा प्रोजेक्ट का प्लेस में आता है फिटर हेल्थ। तो फिटर हेल्थ एक सोशल मीडिया और फिटनेस को कंबाइन करके एक सोशल फिटनेस ऐप हमने क्रिएट किया है, क्योंकि आप देख सकते हो कि सोशल मीडिया का जो ट्रैफिक है वो बिलियंस में है और फिटनेस ऐप का ट्रैफिक मिलियंस में है। पर क्यों सोशल मीडिया के साथ लोग इतना इंटरेक्टिव रहते हैं? क्यों इतना ज़्यादा सोशल मीडिया पे टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं पर अपनी हेल्थ को नहीं? उस फिटनेस पे आगे देखिए, उसमें बहुत मजा आएगा। तो हमारे एट होम वर्कआउट्स के बेनिफिट्स बहुत सारे हैं। मैं इसको स्किप करता हूँ क्योंकि बेनिफिट्स सबको पता होते हैं। चैलेंजेस क्या है और क्या हम सॉल्व करते हैं, हम उस पर आते हैं। तो एट होम वर्कआउट्स व्हेन वी डू इट एट होम, देयर इज अ लैक ऑफ मोटिवेशन, देयर इज अ लैक ऑफ insufficient of personal growth and there is a lack of knowledge as well. तो क्या होता है कि हम अपना टाइम तो सेव कर लेते हैं जिम जाने का, पर घर पे वो इफेक्टिव वर्कआउट नहीं कर पाते। यहाँ पे हमने एक फिटनेस सोशल मीडिया ऐप बनाया है, जो कि हमारा जिस ऐप की इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में मैं शिका को इन्वाइट करता हूँ।
So quickly I'll introduce fitness app. Basically this app targets psychologically. जैसे ऐसे कि आप सब इमेजिन करो कि आपने अपना प्लान किया कि आप सुबह 6 बजे उठ के वर्कआउट करोगे, बट यू डिडंट डू, एंड आपका फ्रेंड या फिर आपके कलीग आके बोलते हैं कि सुबह ओ वाओ मैंने बहुत अच्छा इतना PR हिट किया, मेरा बहुत अच्छा रिकॉर्ड किया आज का। तो नेक्स्ट टाइम आप भी चैलेंज फील करोगे, नेक्स्ट डे आप भी वर्कआउट करने के लिए जाओगे, राइट? सो बेसिकली आई क्विकली वॉक थ्रू द ऐप। क्या रहने वाला है? जस्ट लाइक नॉर्मल सोशल मीडिया, साइन अप एंड साइन इन का होगा, एंड आफ्टर दैट यू गेट एक्सेस टू द फीड, आपके फीड ऑफ योर पीयर्स, एंड यू कैन अपलोड अपनी पोस्ट, राइट? ये सारा फ्रेमवर्क जो है जांगो पे बना है, एंड फीड, पोस्ट एंड लॉगिन सारा डेटा SQLite के थ्रू मैनेज कर लिया है। उसके बाद दिस इज द कोड स्निपेट एंड यू कैन क्रिएट योर फाइल। नाउ द मेन थिंग इज आपका जो डेटा है, द द वर्कआउट जो आप कर रहे हो डेली, कितना कैलोरीज बर्न कर रहे हो, उसके अकॉर्डिंग जो पॉइंट्स हैं वो सब वीकली एंड मंथली बेसिस पे ग्राफ आपकी प्रोफाइल पे शो करेगा. सो देयरफॉर अ चैलेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट इज मेंटेन्ड ऑल ओवर. राइट नाउ अब यहाँ तो सोशल मीडिया आपका काम हो गया. इसके बाद अब ये फिटनेस कोच की तरह कैसे हमारी ऐप वर्क कर रही है, उसके लिए वर्कआउट का ऑप्शन, आप वर्कआउट खुद से कर सकते हो, फ्रेंड्स के साथ कर सकते हो. एंड हमारी ऐप पे दिस इज अ पेड फीचर सर्टिफाइड ट्रेनर्स का. सो मोनेटाइजेशन का यहाँ से आएगा. अभी के लिए ट्रेनर्स इज रजिस्टर्ड एंड
सो मैं आपको क्विकली सेल्फ वर्कआउट पार्ट हमारे ऐप पे एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ, जहाँ पे एक आपको वीडियो डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन मिल रही होगी कि आपको कौन सी एक्सरसाइज करनी है. उसका आपको नीचे मिल रहा होगा कि आपको वो कैसे करनी है. थोड़ी टिप्स मिल रही होगी कि आपको क्या करना है एक्सरसाइज के थ्रू. आपके नंबर ऑफ रेप्स जो होंगे एक्सरसाइज के वो हमने एआई मॉडल के थ्रू ऑटोमेटिकली वो ट्रैक होंगे. तो यू कैन सी इन दैट वीडियो डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन, ये एक बाइसेप कर्ल की डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन है जहाँ पे मैं जब रेप्स कर रहा हूँ तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली अपडेट हो रहे हैं. तो हमारा GUI में वो एक्सरसाइज होते हुए भी दिखेगी. आप अपने आप को भी देख सकते हो, अगर मिरर है आपके सामने तो आपके रेप्स अपने आप चेक कर सकते हो, अपने आप आपके बढ़ते जाएंगे. इसके लिए हमने मीडिया पाइप यूज़ किया है गैलरी, जिसमें कि हमने 6 डिफरेंट एक्सरसाइजेस का डेटा सेट अभी तक रेडी कर दिया है. बाइसेप कर्ल इज वन ऑफ देम. हमने आपको राउंड 1 में आपको फ्लाई का एक दिखाया था और पुशअप स्क्वाट जैसी सारी एक्सरसाइजेस का भी डेटा सेट हमारे पास रेडी है. दिस इज द कोड स्निपेट फॉर दैट. सो या नाउ आई वुड लाइक टू मेक
तो हम लोग सर्टिफाइड ट्रेनर्स के साथ करना, हमें नई नॉलेज की हमें कितना एक्सरसाइज करनी चाहिए. ट्रेनर्स वुड गाइड अस. हम सर्टिफाइड ट्रेनर्स के साथ अपना कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं. वी हैव फ्यू रजिस्टर्ड ट्रेनर्स राइट नाउ, बट लेटर ऑन वी वर्क ऑन दिस सो दैट द ट्रेनर वुड एबल टू रजिस्टर देमसेल्फ ऑन द सोशल मीडिया. देन वी विल गो फॉर द न्यूट्रिशन. इट्स ऑलवेज 80% डाइट एंड 20% वर्कआउट. वर्कआउट हो गया. अब बात आती है कि डाइट पे कैसे करना है. वेट अपना मसल गेन करना है या वेट लॉस करना है. डिफरेंट टाइप्स की डाइट्स होती है. इसके लिए न्यूट्रिशन वाला हमारा है. वीगन करना है, हाई प्रोटीन करना है, लो कार्ब करना है, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन आपने कौन सा कैटेगरी चूज की है. देन वी हैव यूज्ड द फॉलोइंग टेक स्टैक्स. वी हैव यूज्ड Python libraries like MediaPipe, OpenCV, and for the front end we have used HTML, CSS.
अभी हम आपको अभी तक समझ आ चुका होगा कि हमारा एक सोशल मीडिया ऐप होने वाला है. सोशल मीडिया ऐप के उस ट्रैफिक को हम यूज़ करने वाले एक एक्सटेंडेड वर्जन ऑफ द फिटर हेल्थ ऐप. तो ये होगा फिटर हेल्थ फॉर द इंस्टीट्यूशंस. इसमें क्या होगा कि आपके इंस्टीट्यूशन में आप लोग अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ कनेक्टेड हो. अब आप लोग अगर एक इंस्टीट्यूशन में एक साथ में हो तो आप अपने आपके, क्योंकि जो आप रेप्स काउंट कर रहे हो हमारे ऐप के थ्रू, तो हम वो डेटाबेस मेंटेन करेंगे. और एक इंस्टीट्यूशन में जैसे कि अगर आप एलीट्स हो तो आपके HR को जो आपका HR जो आपको टारगेट रिपोर्ट देगा कि आपको इतना एक्सरसाइज करनी है, वो रिपोर्ट आपके सारे कलीग्स की HR के पास डायरेक्टली चली जाएगी. या फिर आप एक फुटबॉल कोच हो तो आप अपने एक डेटा सेट दे सकते हो अपनी टीम को कि आपको इतनी एक्सरसाइज करनी है. और फिर फिटर हेल्थ के थ्रू वो डेटा सेट आपके कोच के पास जाएगा और आपके कोच को समझ आएगा कि आपके किस स्टूडेंट ने कितना किया है. इससे एक सेंस ऑफ कंपैरिजन होगा, सेंस ऑफ कंपटीशन होगा. तो ये हमारे आपका एक एक्सटेंडेड वर्जन है.
Guys, time is up.
Yeah, just a second. So for the way forward, I'd like to welcome Mishika again.
Guys, now ये हमारा प्रोजेक्ट यहाँ पे खत्म नहीं हो रहा. द मेन USP हम जो फीचर्स अब इंट्रोड्यूस करने वाले हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल स्ट्रीक्स अपन आते हैं स्नैपचैट वाली. लेट्स मेक इट मोर प्रोडक्टिव. तो रादर देन खाली ब्लैंक फोटोज भेजने के अलावा आप अपना वर्कआउट की स्ट्रीक सेंड करोगे. इंट्रोड्यूसिंग द लीडर बोर्ड. हमारे पास डेटा आ रहा है ना, तो लीडर बोर्ड मेंटेन करेंगे एंड टॉप 3 पर्सन जो लीडर बोर्ड पे होंगे, आपका जो लीडर बोर्ड पे आप कंपेयर करोगे दैट विल बी योर पीयर्स. राइट, तो एक कॉम्पिटिटिव स्पिरिट तो मेंटेन रहेगी. मोनेटाइजेशन होगी तो हम उन 3 लोगों को गुडीज एंड we'll give them the vouchers and the goodies. So therefore user engagement maintain रहने वाली इन दोनों फीचर्स से. थर्ड, जो हमारा वर्कआउट प्लेटफॉर्म है, जो अभी आप अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ वर्कआउट कर सकते हो, तो उसको एक वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस प्लेटफॉर्म प्रोवाइड करने का विल बी वर्किंग. एंड द चैटबॉट. बहुत क्वेरीज होती है कि 100 ग्राम पल्सेस में कितना प्रोटीन है. ऐसी माइन्यूटेस्ट क्वेरीज को सॉल्व करने के लिए एक चैटबॉट को इंटीग्रेट करेंगे. एंड लास्ट इज जो डाइट प्लान हम सजेस्ट कर रहे हैं उसमें AI मॉडल का हम यूज़ करना चाहते हैं ताकि जो डाइट प्लान आपको मिलेंगे दैट विल बी मोर पर्सनलाइज्ड टू यू. राइट, थैंक यू गाइस. दैट वाज फॉर फिटर हेल्थ.
I think you have a very complete solution, and we have also used tech very well. we have the camp running with them. So,
Thank you, sir.
what is the rationale behind using SQL-like database? SQL-like database SQL-like.
Yes, sir.
What was the rationale behind it? Did you explore other databases as well?
No, sir. Basically, it was कि हमें हमारा बेस जो स्टार्ट हुआ था मॉडल दैट वाज किंटर बेस, उसको थोड़ा यूटिलिटी बढ़ाने के लिए हमारे फ्रेमवर्क वेब पे, तो वेब का फ्रेमवर्क हमने Django एक्सप्लोर किया. Django की इंटीग्रेशन, Django जो हम यूजर का ऑथेंटिकेशन वगैरह Django बहुत इजी प्रोवाइड करता है SQL के साथ, लिंकिंग बहुत सॉलिड है, तो हमारा उससे इजी हो गया.
But have you done मतलब स्केल टेस्टिंग करी थी कि अच्छा अगर 10 लोग हो जाएंगे तो मेरा सिस्टम परफॉर्म करेगा?
सर दिस इज बेसिक प्रोटोटाइप बिकॉज हमारा आइडिया इज मेन थिंग, बिकॉज हम ऐसी प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट लाना चाहते थे जिससे सब डील करना है, लेकिन सॉल्यूशन बहुत ऐप तो सब है, लेकिन फिर ऐसी ऐप जिसकी यूटिलिटी हो हम यूज करें एक्चुअली. कॉमन मास इज द बीच में.
Let's go.
The entrepreneurship was one of the tags of this. We'll explore the databases. We'll work on it. Sir, we are not stopping here. ये तो अभी बहुत आगे तक level it's really fun.
Thank you so much. And now I would like to call Dr. Deepak Thakur for some words.
So, good afternoon all. So, I think we are done with the round 2 as well. So, we'll soon compile the results, right? So, I want to talk about the dean's list, which we are running in our department, in Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So, you must aware that it had 3 categories, right, students? Are you aware of these dean's list, right? Star programmer category, top project team, and the third one is outstanding academic record, right? So right now we'll start with the very first category, which is top project team, because as per the criteria, whoever qualified the round 1, right, that means top 16 teams. So congratulations, you qualify the teams list top project team. So now I call esteemed judges. Please come over the stage.
While they are preparing result, can we distribute the badges to our students for the dean's list?
Lights.
Come on, आते जाओ चलो बैठ लेके बैठे प्लीज सर. Just give me a minute. We are bringing your certificate. आपको बेटा दोबारा आना सर्टिफिकेट लेने के लिए भी पता नहीं आपको सर्टिफिकेट गूगल पे शो
Jugal Kishore on stage, please. Shivant Sharma on stage, please. Shivant Sharma on stage, please.
Clapping, guys.
Shivain Naran on stage, please. Sneha Pal.
ललित कुमार यादव। लतिका बंसल। लवन्या कपूर। नेचर। निहारिका कपूर। कृष्णानंदा। पूरब खुराना। यार क्लैपिंग करते रहो यार, क्लैपिंग
Ansh Arora, Harsh Jain, and Alex Kaushik.
Result ready? Ask me like
Aryan Singh, Abhivyakti, and Harshita.
Next on stage is Ansh Popli, Ansh Mittal and Ansh Kaba. Aditya Prasad, Priyam Agarwal and Prisha Sufat. Adit Vatwa.
Adit Vatwa. चलो अगला
Abhishek Garg, Akshita Sharda and Ananya.
आ जाओ बेटा आ जाओ
Akshat Palya. Archita, Archie Gandhi and Argadeep Singh.
कोई नहीं तुम्हारा सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा दूसरे वाला प्रोग्राम पहले तुमने लगे हो पहला राउंड
Asmita Sonal, Abhideep and Ashutosh. Abhideep, Asmita Sonal, Ashutosh, Ishika Gulati, Javneet Kaur and Jasmeet Singh.
Keep clapping.
आजा तू इधर
Karthiki Singh, Jatin.
Akanksha, I'm going to call you now again on stage. We are pre-polling Akanksha's closing remarks and then we are going to announce the results. They're taking a little while. So I invite you for your closing remarks.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. So, first and foremost, congratulations everyone. You all are winners and you seriously deserve a huge round of applause. So clap for yourself, your team, the entire organizing team, the head, dean of your department, and seriously, and I feel really proud to be a part of this tech Abhivyakti, which is a part of your open source Chandigarh chamber. Now, I would just like to mention something. Yesterday I was having a bit feverish. So it was just in my mind that what if I don't go there? What am I going to lose? But believe me, friends, definitely, आज मैं यहाँ नहीं होती, definitely I would have lose something. And it's a huge. It's not for your, like, it's definitely, it's a big opportunity for you, but as a judge over here or as a person who is just trying to again understand what talent you have, what exactly you have showcased, and that has astonished me, and really it's commendable to have such a wonderful project, and that too in the first year. Believe me, मैंने अपनी life में, like I've spent almost 10 years, almost a decade I've finished in this IT industry. मैंने इतने बड़े course कभी नहीं लिखे, अभी तक भी नहीं, and I cannot write that. Seriously, it's a really great. और जिस speed से आप लोग जा रहे हो ना, you are going to reach somewhere. Down the line, after 5 or 10 years, आप लोग seriously you will understand that what exposure your university is going to have given you. हम लोगों को कभी इतना ऐसा exposure नहीं मिला to showcase our talent in that way. हम लोगों के खैर अलग ही talent होता था. इतना talent था भी नहीं जब हम showcase करते. But for definitely, for sure, you guys are rocking. You guys are really unbelievable. I'm really, मैं अगर यहाँ नहीं आती तो I would have missed something in my life, and I'm really thankful for everyone, first and foremost the entire organizing team, Open Source Chamber Chandigarh, to just again have this kind of platform and give you this kind of platform out there. हम लोगों को यहाँ पर introduce करना, so that हम लोग देख सकें कि हाँ यार क्या talent है यहाँ पर, और it's to just encourage you. But believe me, मुझे लगता है कि मैं आप लोगों को इतना नहीं encourage कर पाई हूँ जितना मैं यहाँ से encourage होती गई हूँ, that I have to just go and learn at least 1 or 2 language out there, which I'm not right now good enough in. And yes, and winning and losing are the part of life. Winning और losing कभी भी ये नहीं decide करता है कि आपकी life क्या होगी या आप क्या होंगे life में. Failures are always stepping stone to success, ये आप लोगों ने सुना ही होगा, and ये आप लोग believe करोगे, क्योंकि जब आप fail होते हो आपको एक sense of responsibility आती है कि नहीं, I have to do better. And there is a piece of advice for me: don't ever disheartened with your failures. Try to come up, stand up, and as जैसे सर लोगों ने morning में कहा, संदीप सर and Chandigarh sir ने, try to grow yourself in terms of learning, in terms of being a good person. और जैसे आप लोग trying to solve some kind of problems in the society, try to keep that in mind in your future also. कि in somehow or other you have to contribute back to your university, to your society as well. That's the biggest aspect. और वो आपको कहीं ना कहीं बहुत अच्छी जगह ग्रो करेगी. सर ने मॉर्निंग में स्टार्ट किया था APJ डॉक्टर अब्दुल कलाम के सेइंग से. So I would just end up my again speech with this again same thing, that he have mentioned that if you fail, so it's not just you should give up out there. Fail means it is your first attempt in learning. So if you just abbreviate that, fail, it's your first attempt in learning. Similarly, when you talk about end is not the end of everything. End is effort never dies. So you have to make some good efforts, you have to again grow further. And at last, no. When someone says no to you, it's not a no. It's not a no. No. It's just that you need to have a next opportunity. So N always says next opportunity. अभी अगर कभी आप इंटरव्यू में कोई आपको no बोलता है, तो don't dishearten. No mean you have to seek for something else. You are meant for something big. So always remember that कि कहीं से भी अगर आपके डोर क्लोज होते हैं, अगर एक डोर आपके लिए बंद होता है, so there are 10 different doors which are going to open in front of you. So always be positive, give the good attitude, try to grow in life, try to learn a lot throughout your life. Try to keep on learning something or other. I'm not saying that आप यही पढ़ते रहो अपना vocation all, but try to learn in some other ways also. Try to learn from kids, your parents, your grandparents, or everyone around you. So try to keep on learning, become a better version of yourself as sir लोगों ने कहा morning में. So try to be a better version of your everything. Okay. That once again, thank you everyone for giving us this opportunity. And the from entire Data Couch team, we are really astonished to be here. We are really happy to be here and to just spend our one day to the fullest. Really. And thanks once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The results are in, and I would like to call Dr. Deepak Thakur to announce them. Thank you so much, and all the best.
So, great effort by all of you, and it's really great saying by Mr. Pankshal that this is not the stop point for all of you, right? You must keep moving forward and just do not stop. Just think about more creativity, okay, and expand your projects, right? And all the best for your future endeavors. So I'll first announce the team who secured the position third, right? So it's any guesses? Games Island. I would like to call off-screen team and Data Couch team, please join. Please, Aryan Singh. Sir, आइए please. Aryan Singh, Aryan Kaushik, उधर आइए. Harsh Jain. Now it's time to declare the result for position 2. It's predicting life expectancy of a person. And the winner of Tech Abhivyakti Innovation Unleashed Team Peterhead. Congratulations. डिस्कॉर्ड में कर दिया, डिस्कॉर्ड में फ्लोट करो।
We have a photograph with the organizing team, please. Organizing team.
So we have a really wonderful organizing team.
इनके लिए ताली
Open
बजाइए।
source Chandigarh.
देखो एक ही लड़की ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम में है, बाकी लड़कियां देखो। दो है। एक काम करें, ये ओपन सोर्स चंडीगढ़ को आगे ला दें तो पीछे चले जाएं। देख आएगा, कितना आगे आएगा? बहुत परफेक्ट। हेलो। ठीक है, ऐसे भी चलेगा। चल गए, शाबाश। चलो पीछे चलो, लंबे पीछे, सबसे लंबा पीछे। सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स के साथ सारे लोग आ जाओ। लोग इधर आओ, फटाफट से आ जाओ। हाइट वाइज अरेंज हो जाओ। लंबे लोग ऊपर, जो 5-7 से बड़ा है वो आगे चला जाए, 7 वालों को बैठा जाए। 5 से 5 फटाफट से बैठे, इतनी जगह छोड़ देना बस। इधर आओ, यहाँ जगह है। को जरा हो जाएगी फोटो, ठीक है?